Are you giving cancer the advantage? Are your daily activities or inactivities helping cancer by giving it energy, allowing it to keep that stranglehold on you? Energy that should be focused on healing and powering your life towards change and that new normal. I asked because I was recently speaking with Valerie, a 63-year-old survivor who is currently in treatment for synchronous multiple primary cancers. For some reason, as she told me about what she was feeling, both physically and mentally, and sharing her very unfiltered and colorful thoughts about exercise during her fight, I was reminded of a totally unrelated and not nearly traumatic time in my life. And I want to share my story with you. And although it may seem unrelated at first, the connection should become clear when I'm finished. I was in a decade-long relationship. And in the beginning, I was me, 100% who I am. No masks, no lies. As the years progressed, the girl and I became one. Then slowly, and without me even realizing it, I gave up control. My life became them. From everything I said, did, and even thought about the future. A future where I simply settled into my life, accepted the way it was, and feeling the way I did until the day I died. I had been reprogrammed to believe that this was my forever normal. A feeling burned so deep into my being that when the relationship ended, I fought with every bit of my being for it not to be over. This was me, who I was. I couldn't lose that. I couldn't imagine life any other way. I was them, theirs, and I was willing to do whatever it took to remain in this place, that place. But I was being forced out, forced to change, forced to find a new way of life. For a year after, I did absolutely nothing to move forward. I had forgotten how to live. The person I was no longer existed. I had created basically a dungeon, and that's where I lived. The door to the dungeon, it was unlocked and wide open. And all I needed to do was step out. But the problem was I couldn't see what was beyond the shadows on the other side. It was right there on the other side of the doorway. I just couldn't see through it. The torch that finally sparked did so in one of my darkest moments. I was slouched over on a futon mattress in a roach-infested studio apartment in the Tenderloin. I was high on whatever drug I could get my hands on that night. I had a bottle of vodka in one hand and a lit cigarette in the other. I was watching this movie over here. This one right here, Cyborg. Not the best movie, but that was my pick for the night. And it was this scene right here, where Jean-Claude Van Damme is hung up on a ship's mast, crucified almost. And that's where something in my mind snapped. It was a single thought, a thought so clear and focused, one that became so powerful as I slept, so powerful that it transformed from an idea to a need. That day, I walked into a martial arts studio and asked them for help. I didn't ask to sign up for a class. I asked for help. That was my new beginning. The moment when I found my path, which has led me to right here. During the worst times, I was giving all my energy to the things that were destroying who I was, instead of focusing all my strength and power on rising up and moving forward in life. But I needed that moment, that spark to guide me in the right direction. And you never know where that spark will happen. Mine was with a silly sci-fi movie. So I ask you the question again. Are you giving cancer the advantage, the control, the energy it wants so it can dominate? You may not be doing it intentionally, but the day you stop moving, taking steps forward, is the day you stop fighting. And in turn, giving cancer the power to progress, return, and God forbid, win. When exercise is recommended, a lot of cancer survivors, and maybe you think this too, that working out means lifting heavy weights in the gym, surrounded by judgy a-holes. But I'm here to tell you that couldn't be further from the truth. Exercise is simply moving your joints in the full range of motion. And those joints aren't moving unless muscles are flexing and relaxing, blood is pumping, ligaments and tendons stretching, and all those good feel hormones flowing through your body. All the good that allows you to reclaim power over cancer and gives you the advantage to beat it now and in the future. What's that? Time? You don't have time to exercise? What about right now? While you're watching this video, in the however many minutes long this is, look down there, you'll see how long it is. That's however minutes you could be rolling your shoulders, doing arm circles, throwing punches, curling, or even twisting in your chair. That's all you need to do to start exercising. No weights, no gym, no judgy a-holes, no overpriced outfits to wear. You don't even have to sweat, get winded, or wake up sore in the morning. And I know from working with cancer survivors that there is a massive barrier standing between you and that workout. And the worst part, you can't see what's on the other side of that barrier. To many, it's this frightening beast or a monster that will suck the energy out of you, tear you apart, and leave you in a heap of pain, worse than you started out in. But that there is why I started Challenge Accepted, to dispel the myths about exercise and fitness, one informational video at a time, and to share with you stories about fellow cancer survivors and the beast that they destroyed along the way. Together, we tore down the barriers brick by brick until nothing was left but a clear path to a stronger, more mobile, and confident self. In this next video right here, I'm going to share with you Valerie's story and take you through her not a workout. And remember, cancer can never attack your spirit, your strength, your passion, or your positivity.